Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. I've got gloves on today. But anyways, if you like to hear someone talk about cats, rats, dogs, and reptiles, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. I have gloves on today because I'm going to be talking about one of my white tree frogs specifically. And I do not like to handle my white tree frogs without gloves on. Sorry, I've got rats being super cute over here and a bearded dragon being super cute over here. So I am a little bit distracted. Anyways, I don't know if you guys remember or not, but I did an unboxing video of my white tree frogs, the ones that I received on St. Patrick's Day, and one of them I ended up naming Clover. He was shipped to me with what I thought was a swollen eye, but it turns out it's some kind of eye deformity where the slit never really properly developed and that eye has yet to open. It hasn't really seemed to cause him a lot of problems, however, except he is significantly smaller than the other frogs. So today I'm going to separate him and put him in his own enclosure. The goal at the end of the day is to have all 6 tree frogs in one enclosure together. They aren't quite ready for that just yet. I'm not quite ready for that just yet. I don't have everything put together for that, but they are separated into 2 groups of 3. I need to make sure that he's able to eat on his own. I'm not a big fan of tongue feeding white tree frogs for the simple fact that I believe it can make them aggressive. Now I do have the 2 groups of 3. One group of the 3 are incredibly aggressive when it comes to feeding time, especially if I have tongs. And the other group are not at all aggressive when it comes to feeding time. And that's the group that Clover's been in with. However, even those frogs and both of the frogs in with Clover, I received about a week after I received Devlin, Declan, and O'Malley and Clover, the ones that I got on St. Patrick's Day. Both of those frogs are already larger than him, so it is time to move him on his own. I do tongue feed him, and it does take him a little while to eat. It's really hard, I think, for him to see the food. I'm not really sure. Now that he's gotten a little bit older, I've actually noticed that that whole half of his face that has that eye deformity kind of has a little bit of lameness to it. Just a little bit. There's a little bit of sagging of the mouth on that side and everything. Other than that, though, he seems fine. Like when I tongue feed him and he's able to get it, he gets it and he eats just fine. His poops are all normal. I mean, I still haven't really seen a real reason to bring him to the vet just yet. He gets UVA, UVB. I do believe in giving my white tree frogs UVB. I know not everyone does, but I do. He gets calcium dusted food. So, and like I said, it's always just kind of been a deformity issue, in my opinion, with him. So we're just kind of, I'm going to move him onto his own. That way I can make sure that I am tongue feeding him specifically every single meal and do a little bit of experimenting to see if he is able to hunt food properly on his own or not before, this is something I got to figure out before I move him into this huge enclosure designed for 6 white tree frogs, right? So show you guys him. And again, I do believe in wearing gloves when handling the frogs. I got to get him to turn around so that you guys can see that little bit of lameness I was talking about on that side of his face. I don't know if he will because there's bright light. So this is his good side. This is his adorably good side. Focus on him, please. And then over here is the side that has the lameness that I was talking about. I don't know if it's going to focus on him or not, but there we go. So you can see there's definitely a bit of lameness to that side of his face. Even the mouth is starting to droop a little bit. However, he is bright, alert. He's healthy looking in all other aspects. It's just that eye. And now the little droop coming to this lip right here. And like I said, he eats just fine when he eats and when he wants to eat and everything. So I'm not really sure what exactly is going on. But like I said, I am going to go ahead and separate Clover and make sure that he's getting enough. Let me see. Sorry, guys. Make sure that he is eating properly and everything. I'm going to go ahead and put him in here because once they get jumpy, they don't stop for a while, and I don't want to risk him getting anything on his skin he shouldn't have. So like I said, that's going to be his little enclosure that I keep him in. Let me show you one of the other ones so you guys can see kind of the size difference I was talking about. Hang on while I put more gloves on and grab one of those guys. Okay, so you guys can see the size difference. maybe it doesn't look like much on here, I guess, but there is a significant size difference. This is Jet. She's a blue-eyed honey spawn. She's actually fairly honey usually. She's you can tell she's a lot lighter of a green, but she's a little mad that I got her up right now. Oh, they squirt pee when they're upset, but and I actually think Jet might be a boy, but I'm trying to get you guys to see. Blue eyes. Looking good here. Looking good here. Focus on her camera. But yeah, so you guys can see there's definitely oh, she's peeing again. I can feel it. There's definitely a size difference. I can feel it in weight and stuff. But I'm going to go put this one back. All right, that was pretty much the video. I'm going to give you guys a little rundown of the enclosure I moved him into and kind of what my plan is there. And then clean up some frog pee. So I absolutely would not recommend this size enclosure for a White's tree frog whatsoever. But in this case, it's what I've got on hand. I do need to go grab a UVB bulb for him. I am all out at the moment. The biggest thing is this right here. It's actually a little Tupperware container. The smaller size, I've got the water for him to soak in, and then the larger size is where I plan on putting his food to see if he can hunt it on his own. So as you guys saw, it's just a super simple setup. But like I promised you guys, I would keep you updated on Clover. And of course, I want Clover to do the best. And if you guys have any other suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the link, or in the link down below. Go ahead and comment down below. But if you guys found this video informative, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button.